Welcome to the first tech video on the Dark engine. I've just integrated physics and collision testing as well as occlusion testing so that we only have to render what is being seen. So if I was to move over here, we're drawing 0 models and 0 primitives, but when I'm within the bounding box is vicinity, we are drawing 722 primitives and 1 model. This also works with lighting, because each light has its own bounding box besides the ambient and directional lights, so that we don't have to draw when we're not even near or looking at it. With point lighting it's slightly different, however the basic concept is the same. So I'm just going to enable physics. I've got 50 spheres, all with reflections on, just because they have no texture, and they're going to drop onto this, which is a mesh based object in the physics system, so its collision skin would be around the primitives of the mesh. Okay, hit F2 and this will place a point light there, and it will also enable physics, or at least it should. There we go. Okay, now physics is running in its own separate thread, and I've done a simple calculation which is 1 over 60. Let's pause this to simulate 60 frames per second, which the engine runs at. So each step in the physics thread makes the physics run at 60 frames per second, as if it was running in sync with the engine. So as you can see here, they're colliding nicely. These aren't fit, they don't fit to the model itself because there's no scaling involved, so that model is just default. But I'm going to have to write my own little wrapper because Jigglybex doesn't support scaling in matrices and transformations. So let's re-enable it, pause it again, and just one thing to note: all objects take the point lights. This is darker on this side because the ambient light is shining this direction, even though the sun is like here. But this is just testing. Okay, let's enable it once more. This rock is also quite glossy. I've been testing out some gloss maps which are not finalised yet, but working alright I suppose. This makes it give a little wet feel to it. Okay, right now we're drawing 35 models and over 30,000 primitives. Drawing all the models here, but if I look over here, we're drawing 0 and back again and back. This is really good for when we've got complex scenes with quite a bit of complex geometry in, because the bounding boxes are generated by the physics engine, so that means that we can just test these bounding boxes for each object there is, and we'll have a nice little system. It would also help speed up the engine. Okay, well, thanks for watching. Feel free to follow us on Twitter @NestGames and follow us on Facebook. Bye.